All right, I want to talk a little bit about judging fights, okay? Because after the Beterbiev Bivol fight, I would say a good 70% of people that I've heard speak on the fight have said Bivol won, right? And that's not what I saw. I saw Beterbiev winning the fight. I thought Beterbiev won 7-5. That's how I had it. I haven't gone back and scored the fight round by round, but I was scoring it as the rounds were going on, as I was watching the fight live. For me, early part of the fight, Beterbiev was clearly dominating. He came out faster than the first fight. Okay, the first fight he started sort of slow. Really, the whole first fight, he didn't fight at a fast pace. I still thought he won the first fight clearly, 8-4. But this fight, he started faster, right? His feet were moving faster. He was more aggressive. He was cutting off the ring better. He had Bivol backing up and against the ropes. And even around round 4 or 5, Bivol was looking beat up. You know, it was looking like the fight was over. Again, like I said in my previous video post-fight, I give Bivol credit for getting back in the fight after the 6th round. But the way I had it was Beterbiev was on the front foot, dominating the first 6. I had him winning 5 out of the first 6, and then a couple of later rounds. So when judging a fight, I'm hearing that the reason why Bivol won was because he landed the cleaner punches. Okay, that's the argument that Bivol won, and some people say he clearly won because he was landing these clean punches. Okay, and he was looking better, right? He was looking better. He was boxing cleaner. He was landing cleaner punches. That's what I hear, right? But when I hear that, it doesn't make any sense to me, you know. Beterbiev was landing punches. Just because Beterbiev is a more aggressive and a more scrappy sort of fighter, you know, you don't mark him down for that. You don't mark on who has the prettier style or who has more style, right? Who's more appealing to the eye. You don't judge on that. You judge on landed punches, the effectiveness of those punches, and ring generalship, which that third one rarely seems to go over people's heads when it comes to this fight in particular, but many fights as well. You know, because for me, I judge or I mark the ring generalship very highly because firstly, that is a scoring criteria, ring generalship. And what does that mean? That means you were dominating ring position. You were fighting the fight where you want to fight it. Okay? Now, to me, that means the guy on the front foot. If you were on the front foot, if you're pushing your opponent back, then that means you were dominating ring generalship because you're on your front foot. You are dictating where the fight should take place. The guy that sits on the back foot and backs up, he's not fighting where he wants to fight. Yes, he might make the decision to fight on the back foot, and therefore you could say, well, he's doing what he wants to do. But that doesn't matter. The point is, whoever holds the center of the ring has the ring generalship. He is in control of where the fight is taking place, and he is dominating that area of the game, which is a scoring criteria, right? So that is one point. The second point is we don't have a fight, we don't have a boxing match if it is left to the guy with the back foot to make the fight, because he will never make the fight. If you know, when you get if you get two guys that want to be on the back foot, we don't have a fight. There is no fight. Both guys are just running away, right? So they should be marked down on that. If you are on the back foot, you should be marked down, because it should be the aggressor, the guy on the front foot, who's making the fight and who is in the position he wants to be in, right? Because he is backing up his opponent, he is where he wants to be. That is the ring general, right? The ring general can't be the guy on the back foot, right? Whether he wants to be on the back foot or not is irrelevant. That doesn't matter, because there is no fight without the aggressor. The aggressor guy, the guy on the front foot, should be rewarded for being on the front foot. You shouldn't be marked down for that. You should be marked down if you were just simply on your back foot and not engaging until the other guy comes to you. You should be marked down on that, in my opinion. So that is a big reason why I judge the way I judge, and why I have Beterbiev winning the fight. But it's not only that. It's landed punches also. I don't care how scrappy the punches are. I don't care what Bivol looks like. Yes, Bivol is, got this style where he throws straight punches. It's very good to the eye, He throws punches straight jab, straight right hand. His feet are moving in and out. Yeah, it's a pretty style, right? But that is irrelevant. I mean, just think about any other sport, football, basketball, rugby, whatever sport. The teams don't get more points because they have a good style of play. It doesn't matter if you score a great goal that's great to watch, or you score a goal where you kick the ball and it deflects off someone and rolls into the goal. It's an ugly goal. It doesn't matter. There's still both one goal, right? The great goal is 1 point. The scrappy goal is 1 point. It doesn't matter what it looks like. So these people that are scoring the fight for Bivol, for me, you're looking at what style you like. You're just choosing to go, well, Bivol looks better. I like his punches better. I like the look of them. So I'm going to give that round to Bivol, right? But all the work Beterbiev is doing, being on the front foot, being the aggressor, making the fight, and landing punches, as scrappy as they may be or look. Not that Beterbiev is a scrappy fighter all the time. I like the way he fights, but obviously he's not as orthodox as Bivol. Bivol is very upright, like I said, straight punches, looks good. His feet moving in and out all the time. Yeah, it looks, it's pleasing to the eye, right? But that doesn't matter, is what I'm saying. That is not how you score a fight. Again, you score a fight on punches landed, the effectiveness of those punches, and ring generalship, right? That's it. So for me, Beterbiev landed more punches. His punches were more effective. Like I say, Bivol was looking hurt in those middle rounds. Bivol was the one backing up after getting hit, whereas Beterbiev was taking the punches better. He would take a punch and still come forward. So how effective were Bivol's punches? Of course, I give Bivol credit. I scored the fight 7-5. So there is nuance to this. Bivol did very well. But for me, Beterbiev did even better, you know, because I'm not looking at the style. I'm not looking at, well, this punch was really clean and looked good, so I'm going to score that more than this scrappy punch, this curve punch that Beterbiev landed. No, they both landed. That's both 1 point. Right? So that's the way I score fights. I think many people are scoring fights wrong because they're basing it on what they like to see. Oh, I like the slick fighter, so I'm going to give that round to the slick fighter. Even though he was on the back foot for 95% of that round, like Bivol was against Beterbiev, even though he was on the back foot, he would get hit and back up. His punches were landing but not stopping the forward momentum, right, of the aggressor. I'm still going to give, this is what people do, I'm still going to give the round to the guy on the back foot that's backing up the whole time. His punches are not affecting the aggressor. He's getting hit as well and backing up after he gets hit, but they still give the round to the guy on the back foot. It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, let me know what you think. How did you score the fight? And is what I'm saying correct in your eyes? Should the ring general get points for dominating ring position? And let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think. What's going on here? I had Beterbiev winning the fight. A lot of people had Bivol winning the fight. So yeah, let me know what you think.